Morning, good morning. Oh my God, man. This, this hanging out at home shit, retirement shit it's crazy. It's still crazy to me. But it made me think about something today. First, it made me think about Jeffrey, my man who passed away a couple years ago. And rest in peace, Jeff. I love you and I miss you with all my heart and soul. And every time I think about Jeff, man, it's a combination. It's like that Frankie Beverly and Maze song. It's joy, it's pain, it's sunshine and rain, you know? Because I miss him. But I put the two together, the retirement time, finally here, and Jeff because of I started waking up. I was waking up smiling. I was thinking about him because this is a good day, like where Jeff he Jeff got hurt, so he was on disability. He wasn't working for a long time, and he could still drive though. So I know that if he could, he would drive over here and hang out with me, or I'd definitely figure out a way to go and hang out with him. So, yo, I'm coming to your crib today, man. Hang out with you all day. Fuck that. I ain't working. You ain't working. Let's hang out together. I can see like a day like today, we would, we get in his truck and shit, let's go to Brooklyn and shit. Let's drive out to Brooklyn and see who we can run into and hang out with people. Sharif, he's on disability. We go hang out with that nigga, So it'd be like, I don't know. I know we would hang. Yo, nigga, you retired now. Get your ass over here. I'll come pick you up. We gonna go, whatever. Cause we got a lot of homeboys that we used to hang out with that we probably haven't seen for years, man. I wonder what Chet is up to, what Ivan is up to, what City is up to, what Amps is up to. And I think Jeff would be the only nigga that know how to connect with those cats, man. God, we used to just hang out like bats on Broadway and Chambers. And just drink 40s and listen to hip hop and bug the fuck out. What? What's the matter? Why you so mad? Dog want that. So now that I'm, off work, I started thinking about Jeff and all the times that, we went through it. Like, we was unemployed. We tried to get little part-time jobs. We spent summers on unemployment. We hang out. So a lot of the stories I remember, like Jeff, I remember, Jeff would come. There was one summer we was on unemployment, and I think we were on unemployment for like one summer, and then another winter we worked, and then another winter we just hung out every day. And Jeff would just come to my house and knock on the window, same time every day, and we watched Leave It to Beaver together. And because of Jeff, I loved Leave It to Beaver. I still watch Leave It to Beaver to this day. And we would watch that TV show, and we would analyze it, and we would just break it down, like how we like their gear, we like their clothes, we like the way they dress. They kind of smooth, because back then that's the way the gear used to be. Like the gear from niggas, how niggas dressed in the 40s and 50s was the way to go, And we like that style, We like that vintage style, that old school style. And then we got our little checks. We used to go shopping at flea markets and Salvation Army. And we would buy some of the old, I like the overcoats, the material overcoats, the 3/4 joints that came down to your knee. Them the joints that blew my mind. And the fly little caps, the way the gangsters used to wear the caps back in the day. I like shit like that. I still like shit like that. But Jeff would come every day, and we'd hang out. And I remember when I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of high school in the 10th grade. The guidance counselor came to me. He was like, "Mr. White, let me talk to you." I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Listen, you haven't been to class the entire year. So, what are your plans?" And I was like, I don't know. He says, "Well, I suggest you try and get your GED." And I said, "I guess that's an option." And because we have a program where you could stay and you could have you could stay in school, but you're too old. You done missed the deadline on that, and you don't want to be in high school and you're 21. I was like, "I guess not." So he discharged me out. And I remember that year. Then that summer I just kind of hung around and scrambled a little bit here and there, whatever I could get. And I remember my mom saying, "Yo, you got to get a job." And my girlfriend at the time, she was like, I called her and I was like, "Yo, how do you working? Like, how do you get a job? Like, what do you do?" She's like, "Oh, I work in an office and do this and that." I said, "Oh, go to the temp agency." I was like, "A temp agency?" So I remember going. She gave me an address. I went down there one early in the morning, got up, got dressed, went down there, and and that was the move. I went to every temp agency that they had down there, and I applied for everything. And what's going on here? Okay, I see a little scooter over there bothering that Indian lady. Hold tight, let me see what's going on. I see the tip of the bike, but I don't see the dude on the bike. He beat the horn at her. She looked back, a little nervous, because the Hindu people around here, they don't talk to us. They don't have nothing to say to us. I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? So this crazy nigga riding a scooter on the pathway instead of in the street. Talking to somebody, like looking at somebody. Let me show you this crazy. You see? There you go, right there. Talking to somebody. I'm the odd spy on this end of the block. Oh, Eddie ain't here. He on his end needs to be the man. So, so I remember going down to the temp agencies and signing in and waiting on standby and shit. And waiting for a job. And they send me to little things, to send me to, I remember just getting kind of like warehouse jobs, construction work, mailroom work, messenger work. I did that for a lot of years, and that was fun because everywhere I went to work, I made it fun. Because that's the kind of person I am. My personality is, cracking jokes, really, hanging out with people, just chilling. I was in that chill mode. I was in that. I've always been in that hip hop mind frame. Always about hip hop, peace, love, unity, have fun. All the other shit I wasn't into. I got don't get me twisted. I got in trouble when I was young, but that was just because I was young, dumb, being mischievous. But I wasn't a stick-up kid. I wasn't really out there robbing people. And when I did do dumb shit like that, it was because I was just doing dumb shit. And one, I didn't know better, and one, I thought that's what it was about. And quickly said that ain't the road I want to go down. Because when you get locked up, bro. If you smart, you don't ever want to get locked up again. And I don't care if it's in an overnight jail or overnight in Rikers Island prison. I ain't never had the good blessing to go to Rikers Island or prison, but being locked up in a jail cell overnight and being locked up in the bottom of a fucking courthouse overnight, it's still the same thing. It's a loss. It's a sub-loss of your freedom, So you don't want to deal with that. So anyway, so Jeff used to go with me. Now back in the day, Jeff would go with me to the temp agencies. We go and we go sign in, and we say, yo, well, we don't got nothing right now. You guys can hang out on standby, and we would do that all the time. That's good to do. So yo, you want go here, and if they like you, they'll take you permanent, and that's what we kind of hoped for. So we did that for a lot of summers, and we had fun. We made a little money. We'd hang out and buy clothes and drink and smoke and shit, and just have a good time, nigga. And then I remember we would go to one place. Me and Jeff would always meet up and go to one place together all the time. And we just wait around on standby. We go take dumps. Jeff used to take dumps in stalls next to each other and talk shit. And I always had a graffiti marker. I would be tagging our name. Jeff and Tone was here, the king of temps, And we'd be laughing. We'd be cracking up, because that's what Jeff would come up with the songs. You're the king of temps. You always get hired. You need a job that you'll never get fired. And we would just laugh, because it would be funny, because he would come up with that shit. And we would just laugh all day. We hung out all day, man. Day after day, trying to find little gigs. And then I remember, now going back to the retirement now, I just retired from the VA for 30 years. So now I'm here, it's a Wednesday, and I don't really have nothing really to do. I'll take a walk around the park, Got a nice park here, we could walk and everything. And, I'll get a little exercise, and there's no problem with that. And I'm not complaining. It's just that I wish that he was here. I wish that he was here to see, to witness this moment with me, and to share this moment with me physically, because we would just laugh. This is what I would talk about with him, and we would fucking die laughing. And he would bring up a lot of stuff I probably forgot about. So I partially thank Jeff for being that guy that, he went out there, he got something, he locked it down, and he gave me the call. Yo, Tone, you got to come down to Battery Park, Governor's Island. Come to Battery Park building, get on the Staten Island ferry and come to Governor's Island or wherever the fuck it was. And I went down there, and the guy at HR, he checked my hand, he swore me in, interviewed me, took my application, and everything went down, took the test, and got the job at the Battery Park building. But before that, I'll tell you what we did. So Jeffery says, yo, I can get you a job, a government job. That's a permanent job. It's a good job, Tone, something you could do. He says, well, first you got to go down and take like an aptitude test. Like, bring a number 2 pencil on your social security card. So I did that. Went down there, signed in, gave the lady my social, signed in, did the test, failed it. Come outside, he go, nigga, how you fail it? I said, listen, 10th grade education, I don't know, I failed it. He said, we going back the next day. Next day we go back. I give Jeff the card and the pencil. He goes in, he takes it for me. Then we go hang out, get nice. A couple of weeks later, it comes in the mail. I call him. Yo, I got this now. He said, yo, good, you passed. Oh, I passed. And we start laughing. He said, yeah, you passed, nigga. I didn't pass. And then we go. So then he's like, go down here to Federal Plaza, look for jobs and this and that. I didn't find nothing right away. He called me. He said, yo, bring that sheet. And come down to Battery Park Building, Governor's Island. And then they sent me to the Battery Park Building, Coast Guard Building. And I worked there for a whole year. And then I transferred to the VA hospital. And that was in 1988. And I've been there ever since. Jeff was at the VA with me too. But he would drink on the job and he'd fight with people and he got fired. Jeff is a fool. Well, we all drink at work. Shit. VA hospital? Shit. Drink like fish every day. Every day, drink like fish. We did shit on that job you ain't supposed to be doing on that job. Oh, man. So I know, I just wish he was here, man. I miss him so much. Because, when I was young, man, I like having friends, man, and hanging out with people, and especially fun people, good people, people that like to chill, have fun, have a good time, listen to music, get a little something going on. Might snap, crack jokes, laugh. That's good. That's what life's about. When it's good, it's good. And then, I'm somebody that gets attached to people, man. I get attached to people real quick. I'm trying to build a bond, a friendship, and then I find that, as me growing up, I've always experienced people just growing up and growing apart. And then I've always felt like I'm the one that's been abandoned. Like they left me behind. They moved on from me. They outgrew me. Whereas I never really outgrew them. But I understand that people can't. That's what people do. People evolve. They have to grow and do different things and have families and wives and girlfriends. I get it. But I always felt like, nah, you could still have all that. But there was no reason why all 6 of us couldn't, out of 365 days in a year, you telling me out of 365 days in a year, us 6 friends couldn't get together one day, once a year, just to meet up and spend an afternoon together, talk, and laugh, and have a good time? I think there's something more to it. And as much as I love my brothers, Jeff was like really the only one that checked in on me on a regular basis. Me and Jeff hung out together no matter where we lived. Jeff picked up the phone, he called me, yo, Tone, where you living at now, nigga? Oh, I'm over here, I'm coming to check you. And we spend the whole day together, man. It'd be a Saturday, it'd be a Friday afternoon, it'd be a Saturday, all day, man, we'd hang out, all day, just me and him. I'd take him around, show him, introduce him to people, because he knew me as being somebody that, wherever I lived, I knew people. And I became cool with cool people. And I said, yo, come meet this nigga right here, he's cool nigga right here, let me chill. And that's no matter where I lived, Jeff always came to see me. When I lived across town, Brooklyn, he came to see me. When I lived in Manhattan, I lived in 3 different streets in Manhattan. I lived 3 different spots in Manhattan. I lived on Seaman Avenue, the red line, 200th Street. And that was Seaman Avenue. I lived on 194th Street 194th Street, Broadway, 196th and Broadway, 142nd Street and Broadway. And Jeff always came to see me. No matter where I was, Jeff came to check on me. And when I lived here in the Bronx, Jeff's been here at least twice. Always come and see me and visit. And before he died, he said, yo, you're gonna be 50, son. I was like, yeah. He said, we should throw a party for you. He said, how much you think it costs to finance your party? I said, about 100, 150 I was gonna spend, have people come over and have a good time, feed them drinks and food and music. You know, it wasn't a thing for me. I wasn't throwing a party for me. I was really just an excuse to get friends together, man. That's all it really is for me. And then he passed away before we could finish that up. So we never got to do that. But yeah, Jeff's funny though. That's my boy Jeff. Thanks for everything, man. Thanks for getting me here. Because it takes more than one person just to get you here. You know, to get you think the creator to bring you into the reality of here. You think your mother as being the catalyst to bringing you into the vessel. You might not be able to fit through here.
I'm not gonna be able to fit through here.
You can try, or go through the front door.
What are you talking about?
Keep talking about it.